Alright gang, welcome back to our Ronida Island Island Preservation Challenge. It is March. March means we have so much to do. It's probably the most we've had to do yet. And I just noticed I have the interactive zone markers on and all of this on, and I don't like to have those on, so I'm going to turn that off really quick. But yes, we have lots and lots and lots to do. Our big cotton field over here, coastal cotton field, ready to harvest. This field, obviously, ready to harvest. The same thing on the other side there. I timed it relatively well, but it's not perfect. So, you know, one here in the middle that we put in is not going to be ready until next month, but that's okay. But as you can see, there's a lot to do. We've got both of those fields, the cotton field. This is the grass field, which we're just going to plow up and hope for the best there. And then our other sorghum field down here in the south, right? So we've got a lot to do today, if I'm honest with you. And we've got this field here, too, that we can reseed if we want to, which we haven't done anything with, right? So there is a lot to do today. We'll see what we get into and what we decide to do, I guess is how I will put it. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well. So where should we start? Okay, first of all, how are the chickens doing? Do we have enough food in there? There's enough for the time being. Let's do the cotton. Now, we are going to need to pick up another cotton harvester. We only have one. I want to use a worker to help us do this, right? So what I'm going to do right off the bat here is I'm going to put a worker on doing this first and foremost, and then we will go pick up another one. Let's just make sure that the worker gets going and is doing something. Yes, looks like they are. Okay, perfect. So let's jump in the Fiat here. Let's go pick up our flatbed trailer there, and we'll go grab another harvester. Oh, I must have manual on still. Hold on a second. I do. There we go. So we'll go pick that up. We do have, I think, a few things to sell as well. So maybe we should think about doing that as well. We've got those 2 pallets of clothes. It is March, so I would expect the price is going to be pretty good. Yeah, it's real good, but we've got $20,000 in the bank right now. We're not hurting for any money, so we might as well wait, I guess, until next month. It'll be best next month, and we can try to get ourselves an extra couple $1,000 out of that, right? So we might as well wait. I bet I need to turn this off. I do, so let's turn that off for the time being. We do have some wool to put over there. Obviously, today I had to edit that out. Sorry about that, gang. I just started coughing randomly. I don't know what was going on. I guess I need to take a drink or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to get the cotton harvested and then put it over here today. But obviously, we've got a ways to go before that's going to be ready. So we might as well turn it off so we don't incur any more fees of any sort every hour as we move along, right? So apologize for that bit of a jump there. I was just, I don't know what happened, man. It's been happening a couple times lately, actually. But anyway. Yeah, so I'm not going to worry about selling anything today. We've got $20,000. We really shouldn't need it unless there's something in the used market that we really want. Not really. There's cultivators out here, but I don't think we really need it. We're going to be plowing all the time. There's not really anything in there. So yeah, hopefully you're doing well, staying safe, all that good stuff. Let's see, where is the harvester we need for this? Is it under, I think it's under cotton harvesters, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, we're going to do that same, like, bluish kind of color we've been doing here. I really like that blue color right here, though. This is like it says Bachman blue, but I don't know. It's like a, I don't know how to describe it. Like a bluish gray color. I just think it looks really good. I just really like it. So I use it relatively often. Yeah, there's enough room here for us to do that little turn I was talking about. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. All right, awesome. So I will meet you back over here. I'm going to go pick this up. You've seen me do this many times. There's no reason to do this on camera. So a little jump cut, and we'll be over at the cotton harvest. All right, we're pulling up here. Now, what I will tell you is March is going to be a multiple episodes one. There's no way we're going to be able to get all of this done. All the different fields here and plowing some of them up, of course, and reseeding them, etc. There's no way we're going to get all of that done in one episode. So it'll definitely be a multiple episode situation. But I guess I should unstrap. There we go. Yeah, this thing has been a lifesaver, this harvester here. Or well, the harvester too, but the trailer. That thing has been phenomenal. It really has. Okay, so let's get started. So we've got the worker going. They're doing the headland passes. Let's just kind of start in the middle here somewhere. I'm going to put the lines on for a brief moment here, just because, you know, we've changed it again. So it's definitely going at different angles now. That's fine. Not a big deal, but I just wanted to see where we should be going here and what we should be doing. Now, with this harvest, we're going to do what we talked about, where we can kind of expand this field, or this road out here a little bit more, which makes it a little bit easier, especially since we have, you know, such large, I guess, equipment is what I will say now, right? We got into the large equipment a little bit faster than I anticipated, so when I initially made those, they were obviously not for the size of equipment that we are now utilizing. So for whatever reason, going down this line is missing bits, so I'm thinking, well, I mean, I'm going to continue on at this point, but I'm thinking I'm not even going to use it, because it hits a couple of them, and then it leaves one every once in a while. A little weird. There's the worker. Yeah, so this is going to be good, man. This is going to be a lot of money. Why are we going across like this? This is weird. The way that the lines are taking us is a little weird, but whatever. Well, whatever. We're still going across. This is super weird. Whatever, we'll have to touch it up. It's fine. But yeah, this is going to be a lot, right? And we've got some clothes We've got some wool starting to pile up there as well, which is good, right? That's a good thing. So, this is really going to, we're literally on the cusp here of actually starting to produce a lot of money, which means we can get a lot more stuff going, which means we can start getting actual harvesters versus the manual stuff. The cotton, again, it's going to be a while on the cotton. The cotton, we're going to be doing this for a long time. But some of the other harvesters, we absolutely probably can make those upgrades here a lot sooner than we think. Pending the palletizer, of course. Right? So. All right, well, I don't have much else to say. You know what we got to do. Let's get into it. Lots to do. Lots and lots to do, but let's get it done. right, that was not too bad at all. I'm letting the worker go ahead and finish up what's remaining there. It might take the worker a little bit longer just because it is kind of a weird final amount there. It's not all in a perfect line, but that's okay. We're going to bring this over here. As with everything else, we're going to be storing this over here for the time being until we get, obviously, our next plot of land in a bigger yard area. May even keep them over here all together. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But we're going to move them over here for the time being. We are going to jump into the Fiat. As soon as I can find it. There it is. And we'll load this, or lift this back up, rather. And we're going to bring it around and pick up the clothes, the wool. And drop that off at Grandma's Knitwear, get that going. And then we are going to get to the trailer over there by the house and auto-load all these bales up, which is going to be a extreme help for us. There should be a lot there. A lot. So probably also spend a little bit of money, whether it's today or the next episode, whatever, here in March. You know, painting in this essence, I guess, but putting down some different texture here instead of the sand. Yeah, very unfortunate about that sand. I know I've said it a bunch of times, but it's unfortunate. I really liked the sand texture there. I wanted to use the sand texture, but it's just not, unfortunately, it's just not going to work out for us. So, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I'm going to go this way. There's a couple reasons I'm going to go this way. One, we're going to harvest that field right behind Grandma's Knitwear anyway, so I'll have room to turn this. Now I had to sneeze, man. This has been a rough episode for me. Holy smokes. But we're going to harvest that. We'll probably harvest both of them, honestly. I think I'm going to save the sorghum for possibly the next episode in here in March. But we'll probably harvest both of these, and that will give us enough room to turn this big, massive trailer without killing any crop, right? So, all right, perfect. So just back this up just a little bit, and that's good enough. Now, there's going to be a lot of bales here, so I'm going to go at this a bit. I mean, look at them. Just look at all the bales in there. It's fantastic, but just look at them all. So we're going to go about this a little bit differently here. I'm going to go kind of what I did last time, where I had to go super high up, bird's eye view of it. You know, just to, well, realistically make sure we don't miss anything, right? There we go. Thought I had it reset, but evidently I did not. Now, there's still a chance... a high likelihood, I guess I should say, that we'll miss something here because there are just so many bales here, but I'm hoping a bird's eye view here like this will prevent most of that from occurring. Alright, so we're going to go down the path this way. Yeah, there is a lot of bales in here. I'm already missing ones. Look at this. Alright, so the worker... I don't know what the worker's doing there. To me, it looks like the worker's done, but they're still going. So maybe there is one there that's we're just not seeing very well, I guess. Look at all these bales. There's grass bales on here? Where'd the grass bales come from? That's weird, right? I don't know where those came from. They must have been there from a long, long time ago. Like when we initially mowed everything those up. We must have just missed that, and it's been sitting there for forever. It's kind of weird, right? All right, worker, you're done. I don't know what you're doing, but we're... okay. You're done. There's nothing else to do. You're done. You're done. What is going on with this thing? Look at this. The bar's not even up. Weird. That was weird. Okay, so there's going to be a bunch here in the middle. This is a lot of bales, gang. This is exciting. We're going to make a lot of money off this. Oh, I might have picked up the grass bales when I went around this way. I got really close to the area there with the sheep. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's all right. We can move them back over there later. Not a big deal. Let's see. Man, there's still so many bales in here. I'm definitely gonna miss more. Holy cow! Look at this. 74. Well, okay. So 2 minus whatever the total is. We got to remove 2 of them from it because that's gonna be it's grass bales. It's not even these. I think I saw one over here that I missed. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there's one. I think down here we're probably good, but having said that, as soon as we plow up, we'll know for sure. We'll be pushing them out of the way. Okay, there's one more here. Nope, there's one. Look at this. Missing them left and right, man. Okay, so let's do this. Looks like we're good. Looks like we got them all now. Okay, we're going to say that we got them all. Even if we didn't, we're going to say we did. Alright, so last time we had issues getting these just to drop into Grandma's knitwear. I'm having a feeling we're going to have that same situation for whatever reason, which is unfortunate. Yep, they're not working again. Man, that is weird, right? That is so weird. Alright, well. Okay, let's turn that on. Now that we got some in there, we'll turn it on. So it continues to process while we're working this. Alright. Well, I'm trying to push a bunch of them at the same time, but it's not really working. Well, that worked, but it went the wrong way. Come on. I don't like that this doesn't just auto-load into them. I swear back in the day, I say back in the day, a while ago, that it worked, right? I swear that it was unloading them directly in there and I'd have to do this by hand. I think the first time we did it, I thought, but I guess not. Just going to restack them up. It's just going to be easier that way. All right, pick that up, put this back up here. Okay. That's a lot of cotton in there. 11,000 liters of cotton. That's going to produce quite a bit, honestly. It's going to produce a lot. Well, I'm going to kill some sorghum here while we're at... Oh, no, that's soybeans, isn't it? Whoops. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll reset all of these over here, too, which I think will be a good thing for us to do. Might just leave them on the trailer for the time being, actually. If we're going to repaint the ground, they'll just make it easier so that way I know we've got it all there. All right, we'll leave that there for right now. Okay, so cotton's all done. Grandma's knitwear's going, which is good. So the next thing for us to do is start harvesting some of the other fields. So for me personally, we're going to start doing the soybeans. It shouldn't take too long to do these. It is 2 fields of them, but it should not take long. I'm going to put a worker on doing some of this. Nope, there's another bale I missed. Whoops. Okay. We're underway. I'm just going to do this manually. I'm not even going to turn the steering assist on or anything like that. We're just going to go manually here. Actually, you know what? The steering assist, I think, on this one's okay, right? It's just the cotton one that's a little off, I think. Yeah, this one's fine. All right. Well, we got a lot to do. Let's get done. Evidently, I have some sorghum over here. That's too bad. That's all right. It's not going to get killed, though, because we're using the manual one, which is nice. That's the nice bonus about the manual one, is that you can't really kill crop if you're driving over it with... or I guess walking over it in this instance with your manual tool. Doesn't do anything. So that's nice. All right, let's get it done. Okay, well, we got nearly 3 full pallets out of that, so I feel like that was pretty daggone good, honestly, for how small those little fields were. So that's super helpful for us as we move along here. Now, obviously, we're not going to sell the soybeans right now. It's not the best time to do so. So we'll just store them over here with our peas for the time being, I guess. We don't really have anywhere else to store them. We've kind of used up most of the space that we have in the shed here. We do have some space now over by the sheep, I suppose, but we'll just put them over here for right now. Okay, so those are the things I wanted to harvest today. So now the next thing needs to be decided is, what are we going to do with all these fields, right? Well, we know the coastal one is going to continue to stay as cotton, right? We've got this grass field that we need to kind of plow up and prepare and figure out what we're going to put in there because we don't have that answer yet. And then we've got the sorghum field, which I said we were going to harvest that in the next episode, so we'll focus on doing that then. And not all of this has to be done, obviously, today, of course, but we should probably do at least one more thing. The question I need to make the answer to is, do I want to put anything in this one, or do I want to wait for these sunflowers to be done and combine them? I'm kind of leaning towards that. We talked about doing that a while ago, and then ended up not doing it, but I'm kind of leaning towards doing that. So I think that's probably the approach I'm going to go with for that. Evidently, it still says there's stuff there to harvest, but, I mean, we didn't see it, so maybe that's what the worker was trying to do, I guess. But that's okay. Yeah, so the growth is still early on for these, but I think that's the way I want to go about it. So, we did say we were going to work on expanding this area here, right, and kind of painting it, this color, or this design. So let's work on doing that, and I know wasting money doing stuff like that, but we need it, in my opinion. We need to do it. And that will 100% round us out for some of the stuff that we owed back for selling some of that silage, right, when we weren't supposed to be doing it that way, right? We kind of sold it incorrectly. I don't know if I noticed that texture before. It says rock. It is rock. Just didn't really look like rock in that instance. Where is our gravel at? We need the gravel. Here we go. This the one we used? Nope, it's not that one. Where's the gravel we used? There's so many textures on this map, it's hard to find the one we're looking for here. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one either. It's definitely not that. It's not that either. Although I don't dislike that now that I see it. Where's the one we're looking for here? Is this it? Oh, I guess it's dirt. I guess it's not gravel. This looks like it. Okay. So we'll go with that one. Like I said, we want to expand this a little bit here. It doesn't need to be gigantic, but something like that I think is probably plenty big enough. That's about the size of this, maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, so I've got to try to not screw this up. If we do, I guess we'll come back and plow it, but I'm going to try my best to not screw this up. I want to keep this line going relatively straight as much as I can here. So that's why I'm doing it just here in a little bit of sprints, if you will. I do know that I am going to be losing some of this grass and some of the money we spent to put the grass down. I get it. It's okay. It's alright. I think we're doing alright. Okay. Yep, there we go. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of this yard area out and make it this color too, just to kind of line it up a little bit better here. Because that's not really part of the yard there. That's more of, the track, I guess. I went a little bit too far there, but that's okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it later. Only went that far over because that's how far over we made it over here. So this is actually a little bit smaller than the one up here, but that's okay. That's okay. I still think that is plenty big enough right there. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be. Now, we also talked about expanding it this way, right? And I'm still planning to do that. So I guess if we don't have to go the whole way because we're going to need to harvest this field, but if we at least get it prepped to know how much space we're going to have, I feel like that's more than plenty. I think that's more than plenty. I'm just going to do this. It's close enough. It's fine. And I'm going to go about it like this to here. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Now we kind of know what we're doing here. We're going to lose a little bit of this field, but again, we're going to combine it together, so it's not going to be that big of a deal when all is said and done. Okay, good. All right, that's good. That's good. Happy with that. Happy with that. We need to do the same thing over here now. We just need to fix this up a little bit. This field, or this track here probably needs to be a little bit wider too. Just a little bit. So what I'm kind of thinking about doing, the more that I'm doing this and how much of this actual, you know, trapezoid type of field here we're taking away, maybe we just combine this field with this one. I know it's a really, really, really big field. I understand that. That's a huge field, but it might be the way to go. Might be the way to go. I think that's what we're going to do. I know this is prepped and ready to go, but I think that's what we're going to do. So I think we'll focus on getting this field plowed up and then put grass in it. And then we'll just, this one can just sit here for a while. Obviously, we're going to lose a little bit of money by doing that, but that's okay. We're just getting ourselves realigned here to better ourselves as we move forward here on this series, right? I'm going to leave that be for right now. Well, you know what? We'll just come through like this, but I'm not going to expand this little area here yet. I don't think we need to, but we can try to do that, you know, later on, I guess, right? It's fine for now. Fine for the time being. Okay. All right, that's all good and done for the time being. So let's get into here. Let's get the plow out, and we can plow up that cotton field and get it at least set and ready to go. May not get it all done today. We'll get the plowing done, but maybe not get everything else done. We'll see. Plowing shouldn't take us too long. So we need to get all the stones up here and then re-drill this with cotton. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to do grass. We're going to do grass, like I said. We're going to do grass and then let this one catch up to the other grass field. Yeah, we'll do grass. That way we can try to get, you know, a full level of fertilizer on this cotton field, and that's going to produce a lot more for us, right? So we're going to do that. We'll do that. That's a better approach. This shouldn't take too long. Yep, it did not take too long at all to do that, so that's good. Now, I think there is a little bit of a potential for us to expand this field ever so slightly up here at the very top right-hand corner. Remember, we bought this, I guess it's plot 78 or whatever it is, which is mostly just the ocean, but there's a little corner up here, so I think there's a potential that we could just make this field just slightly larger. Not really going to make a huge impact, I don't think, but, you know, we have that opportunity, so let's go ahead and do so. Just going to get this a little bit closer than where I'm at right now. There we go. You know, I'm not going to make it too crazy. I'm just basically going to go up to here where we were, and then like that'll be the extent of it right there, and just combine it. So very, very small increase, but we'll take it, right? We'll take it. It's something. Perfect. Alright, we'll get this bit here, and we're going to be done with today's episode, gang. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash the like, subscribe button on the case you've yet to do so. They are free to do. They help me out an absolute ton, and the channel specifically. Thanks to my members for all their continued support. It really does mean the world. If you want early access to videos like this one, there is a link down below where you get early access to all the videos that I release, regardless of if they are the thumbnails are done for them or not. Anytime that the editing's done and it's uploaded to YouTube, you get access to it. There's also a link down below for my Discord and for my second channel. If you haven't done so already, check those out. I highly recommend it. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for your continued support as always. I'll see you next time.